So Belichick now has clarity with Brady's situation, and in typical Patriot way fashion, they'll take it day by day. So Max, listening to Bill, let's go there. How much longer does Brady have?
I want to make this very clear, especially for Patriots and Brady fans.
Oh, boy.
Let me start by saying, Patriots fans, listen, okay? I think Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback who ever lived, okay? Are we all clear? He's the greatest quarterback who ever lived. Push comes to shove, over Peyton, over Joe Montana, over John Elway, over everyone I've ever seen. If I had to draft quarterbacks all time to start their careers on my team, I'm taking Tom Brady. Okay, got it? Tom Brady's just about done. It could be his next game he plays, it could be a year from now, but he is going to fall off a cliff. Tom Brady is going to be a bum in short order. Now, what do I base that on?
Can you say that again?
Yes.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Did you just say that Tom Brady is just about done?
Yeah.
And he's going to be a bum in short order? Is that what you just said?
Correct.
A bum in short order.
Yes.
The floor is yours.
Now, I said the same thing. I'm a crazy Derek Jeter fan just like you. I'm a crazy Yankees fan from way back. Jeter hits 316. Everyone thinks he can keep going forever. I warned everyone at the time, Derek Jeter is about to fall off a cliff. Peyton Manning threw 55 touchdowns. Then he's following that up on pace to do the same thing. Gets hurt, winds up with 39 touchdowns. I warned everyone at the time, the Peyton Manning you knew is gone. He's dead. He's a memory. This imposter is no longer Peyton Manning. He has fallen off a cliff. Forget about that guy. I warned everyone with Kobe Bryant. He averaged 27 points. Kobe can keep going and going and going. Ruptured his Achilles. I told everyone at the time, Kobe Bryant's career is over. He will never again be a good basketball player, and please spare me the last game of his career. He was good that day. He was basically a terrible basketball player by NBA standards for the rest of his career. Willie Mays and Muhammad Ali fell off at a certain point. You think Tom Brady can't? Now, where is Tom Brady in his career? He's 39 years old in a week. How many quarterbacks in the history of football have passed for over 3,000 yards? Forget about 3,000 yards after the age of 40. 3 quarterbacks in the history of football have passed for over 3,000 yards. Not a very high standard, especially nowadays. In the history of the game, over 40, he's 39. So, will it be this year? Not necessarily. I could see Brady, if he gets through the year without an injury, putting up big numbers, but then it'll be next. He'll be terrible by the middle of next season. No one will remember I said this now, and my prophecy will get no recognition. But, and what's good, let me tell you how it's most likely to happen, and it's not that I'm wishing this on anyone. What happened with Peyton? Injury. What happened with Kobe? Injury. Well, sure, Brady could have kept going if not for that injury. That's what happens as you age. You are likely to suffer father time shows up either in the form of lots of little injuries or maybe one catastrophic injury. But that will happen. Brady will go from being elite, maybe he's still the best, to can no longer play effectively in the NFL. It's going to happen in an eye blink either this year or next.
I thought I was done with stuff like this. No, it may not have been about Brady, but I actually thought I was done with stuff like that. I thought that a new era of First Take, you know, there would be, you know, I can't believe what I just heard. Tom Brady is just about done. Tom Brady is about a year to 18 months from falling off a cliff.
6 months.
Tom Brady. Listen, I have not been the biggest rah-rah, pom-pom dude for Tom Brady. As great as I know he is, I'm from New York, he's in Boston, that means I don't like him, okay? I say that affectionately. I know he's great, but damn it, I'm a begrudgingly give him love. But never, ever in my wildest dreams did I ever believe that I would see anybody, especially you, who knows sports as well as anybody, who knows, knows what champions are made of, to talk about a 4-time champion who you admittedly recognize as the greatest quarterback ever, and you say he's just about done?
This close.
I
close.
I
Off the cliff.
am going to leave.
Like the coyote chasing the roadrunner.
Anytime you think about extending your travels beyond the borders of Bristol, Connecticut, and going towards the rest of Connecticut into Massachusetts,
84.
I will personally pay for security for you, because the blasphemy that just came out of your mouth. Tom Brady, 6 of the last 7 seasons, this man has passed for over 4,000 yards. The lone exception was when he only played 1 game, got hurt in 2008. The last 5 years, he has passed for over 4,000 yards. The last 4 years, one of those years, 5,200 yards, another year, 4,800 yards. Last season, 4,770. This dude is on another level. By the way, of their subtractions for the people that they lost this year, none of them happen to be on the offensive side of the ball. The continuity is still there, basically. So whether it's Amendola or Edelman with Gronkowski adding Martellus Bennett, I'm sorry, they're going to be all right. Now, the man got sacked 38 times last year, just 21 a year before. They'll have to improve upon that. Just like it was 43 years ago, it was 21, then last season it was 38. They got to stop allowing this man to get sacked. But what I see in Tom Brady is nothing compared to what I saw in Peyton Manning. Even when Peyton Manning threw for 55 touchdowns, there were a lot of times those balls were fluttering. I don't see that with Tom Brady.
No.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have the arm he had a couple years ago.
Let me tell you something right now. Tom Brady has a very, very strong arm. He doesn't rely on his athleticism.
Not anymore, really.
Really?
Yeah, not really. Not really. Not like you used to, no.
You have lost your mind.
Steve, let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this question. I want to make sure, is your coffee spiked in the morning? What's going on?
A little bit, maybe.
Really? And you're going to admit that?
Listen.
Unbelievable. Go ahead.
Spiked with genius juice.
There we go. Go ahead. I'm listening.
When Kobe Bryant got his contract, a lot of people thought, oh, he's still Kobe Bryant. He's going to be great. Unless you want to use revisionist history, Kobe was one of, considering his usage rate was so high, the last 2 years of his professional life was one of the worst players ever, because no one who was that bad would ever touch the ball that much if it wasn't Kobe Bryant on the Lakers.
I'm offended by that statement.
Derek Jeter.
I'm offended by that statement.
That's okay. Derek Jeter, in the last season of his career, stopped the... no one loves Derek Jeter more than me. Let's be honest.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
That's
not true. Everybody, that is not true. Derek Jeter.
Right.
Oh, you get it. Nobody loves Derek Jeter. El Capitan more than me.
We'll it out about that another time.
Well, go ahead.
All right. The point is, the last season of his career, if you just replace him with an average major league shortstop, the Yankees probably make the playoffs that year. He was terrible. He couldn't get any balls. He couldn't get on base. He couldn't run. He was old.
He was old.
Brady's old.
Listen to me. He was old. Yes. Kobe Bryant, combination of coming off the Achilles, then the knee, and playing with a sorry team, hurt.
Okay.
Fair enough. But we understand the situation Kobe Bryant, that's why I said
that's what happens when you get old, you get hurt.
Max. I'm not talking about the injuries. I'm saying to you, in the sport of basketball, you can't step on a court with a bunch of brothers that can't play, that don't know how to play on that level.
If you're not going to pass them the ball.
Please don't stop it. Who is there to pass the ball to? Who is there to pass the ball to for the Lakers? Who? Roy Hibbert? Stop it right now. Stop it. Don't give me that.
He was shooting under 40% from the floor. You know why? He wasn't an NBA player anymore.
That's not true. Because
he couldn't
that's not true.
For a quarter,
Listen, I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that Kobe was himself.
Okay,
forget Kobe because it was injury.
Wait a minute. Willie Mays at the end of his career was a bad player. Forget Willie Mays. Muhammad Ali at the end of his career couldn't fight anymore. That's what happens.
But we saw that. You bring up Muhammad Ali. I'll go into your realm. We saw it with a Trevor Burbick. We saw it to a degree with Leon Spinks. He was never the same since the third Frazier fight. Okay, we get all of that. What I'm saying to you is this: you're making the argument to me that there is something that we have seen that qualifies as evidence that the greatness of Tom Brady has dissipated. And I'm saying to you, where is that
I will
evidence?
Show you the evidence.
Where?
In the historical record. Because unless you believe, and I'm acknowledging he's special, he's the greatest quarterback who ever lived, in my opinion. No question. But unless you believe that he is somehow superhuman, no quarterback ever has played much beyond where he is now at a high level. Ever. If he becomes that guy, he will be the first. So unless you believe he will be the first to ever do it, I think it's a much safer bet to imagine that he is going to fall off the cliff. Coyote style. Meet me.
One of my boys. That's so disrespectful.
That's
so disrespectful.
Father Time is undefeated.
Listen, my boy
he has one draw against Bernard Hopkins.
My boy Champ always texts me to say that, you know what, anybody who leaves the Patriots, they're never the same. The Patriots have the greatest system in play. We get all of that. All I'm saying to you is the reason why I emphatically oppose your argument is that when we look at Brady, we have seen no evidence, as far as I'm concerned, that there is a drop-off.
How many 2-yard passes do you have to see before you think there's a reason he's not really throwing it down the field?
No. He ain't throwing it down the field because he got Gronkowski in the middle field, number 1 and number 2, in terms of down the field. Who the hell am I going to throw it to? Brandon LaFell? Who's not there any longer. I mean, are you kidding me?
Don't you imagine that Belichick, who I also believe is the greatest coach who ever lived, is designing a team around the idea that maybe his quarterback can't make all those throws?
Belichick is big time. Brady's big time. There has been no drop off in Brady as of yet. And I'm saying
about to happen.
Oh, but you're acting like you already see it. But you're acting like you already see it, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you
I do.
Already see it.
You know what I see?
Stop lying.
I see he's turning
Stop
39
lying.
in a week.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
His birthday.
Look, man, you in your 40s. You look in your 30s.
I told him that the other day, and he didn't believe it.
That's why we're in this business, Stephen A. We could do this forever.
You know what's the silver lining in all of this? Since Brady's going to be a bum this year, next year we get to see Jimmy G. So we'll get to see the future of the Patriots potentially with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Here's the bad news for Patriots haters. Garoppolo's going to ball. That's the problem.
Garoppolo may be able to ball. I'm very. May I say this before we go?
Sure.
Molly, I'm very annoyed right now.
Why?
Because you gave him a nick. What the hell has Jimmy Garoppolo done to deserve a nickname? His name is Jimmy Garoppolo until further. No, Jimmy G. Could you throw a pass? Could you throw a pass in the regular season first?
Why do all their quarterbacks have to look like models, by the way?
I used to buy my shot tops at Jimmy G.
Listen, I'm quite sure. I believe he's going to bowl too. But until he does, can we call him by his name?
Jimmy Garoppolo, Stephen A. Smith. When we come back, we are getting closer to taking flight with Birdman. The entertainer is here in house. He will join the desk coming up shortly, and we'll talk the contract situation of Antonio Brown, who was called out by Brandon Marshall on Instagram.
Jimmy G.
We got him.
You have more receiving yards than me, I'll give you the Porsche. If I have more receiving yards than you, then you got to give me the Rolls Royce. Check it out.
On the Hook.